Essentially what had happened is the motor, I don't think it was really rebuilt, I think it was just gone through. Well, I think what happened was the lifters are adjustable on those, and one of them out of all of them has a lot more of a reach to the cam, and I think they switched it around, so what it was doing was on the rear cylinder it was holding the exhaust valve open, so when it would fire it would shoot the charge back through the intake and out the carb, and then it shoves the fuel the wrong way, and then the back cylinder starves and it dies.
Yeah, we had it running and riding around literally an hour ago.
It's always like that. It's always like that.
The normal.
I get it.
All right, we got something now. We're really popping now. Okay. And it's real simple. I pulled the pushrod tubes off, adjusted the valves just to literally to where we had a little bit of play on them, and then I had Austin try to kick it, and then I had good compression, and then at that point I knew that, I knew it was going to run at that point.
Close.
We got it running pretty good, but then once we got it running, like I said, nothing's Loctited. It's put together as a novelty piece to look at. So unfortunately, yeah, they vibrate like mad. They're solid mounted motor, no balance. They're really crude. Engine vibration really bad. So everything just starts vibrating and falling off the bike.
And a nut come out of the bottom of the outside the primary, and I thought, oh well, the nuts fell down there, and we're all good to go. So we buttoned it back up again, got it going again, started making more noise. So pulled the primary off, and there's a couple of bolts that actually hold the primary in place. The inner tin section of the primary, that worked their way loose. So we got some more bolts, Loctited them into place, put the primary back on.
We basically sort of had, to get it running, there's certain things you've got to go through. Carburetor, need to rebuild the carburetor. It had been sitting for I don't know how long. So, and like I said, Lincoln carburetor's pretty basic, but you still got to clean it out, still got to get it right. Clean the gas tank out, like I said, we were just talking about the air cleaner. We did the air cleaner, air filter, and just a general look over the bike. Putting fresh gas in it, and that's really what you can do. And a battery, we put a new battery in it, but that's really all you can do until you can get them running, because apart from then, once you get them running, then you start checking other things, like we found with the clutch, with the primary cover coming off and getting into the clutch, that stuff, until you can have a visual look at it, but it's still all this stuff's running, you really don't know what's going on there.
It's cool to work on it, you like I said, you don't get to work on these old bikes very often, and that bike was really a good bike because it had so many original parts on it, and parts that you just don't see on those old bikes anymore. Like it still even had the pump on it for the tyres, That's normally the first thing to go. Next time we get a 1941 WLA in, we know what to do on that first, We'll be doing the carb, doing the gas tank, checking all the primary bolts. It's a learning lesson.
It just feels so good inside to be able to ride that, knowing that, maybe, it's an art piece now, but who knows, maybe one time, somebody was literally on that thing running for their lives, or vice versa, chasing somebody down, gun on your hip. I always think about those scenarios when I ride them, and I get all excited about it.